All right, this will be kind of fun. We're going to make some predictions today. So you're going to make some guesses. So lesson 3.9, here is your I can statement. Be sure to write it down in your math notebook. I can predict the value of products. Now, let's think. What is a product? All right, so a product is the answer to a multiplication problem. Just like a sum is an answer to addition, product is the answer to multiplication. Factors are the numbers that you are multiplying together. So we have 9, whoops, sorry about that. Whoops, going the wrong way. So we have 9 problems here. This really is not difficult. Hang with me. So in problems 1, 2, and 3, going across the page, we have 3/4, okay? So what we're doing is we're predicting, is the product, is the answer going to be less than, greater than, or equal to 3/4? Let me give you some general rules. When we multiply a fraction by another fraction, the product or the answer is going to be less than the original. So we have a fraction times a fraction. So what's happening is 2/5 is less than 1. It's just a small piece of something. So if we're taking a small piece of 3/4, we're going to end up with something that is smaller than 3/4. That's what that means. Here's another rule. When you multiply a fraction by a number greater than 1, so it's larger than 1, the product is going to be greater than what you started with. So let's jump over here. 1 and 3/7 is greater than 1. So when we multiply that by 3/4, our answer is going to be greater than 3/4. Notice right here, we have exactly 1. You have known since 3rd grade that 1 times anything equals that number. So when this equals 1, it's going to equal 3/4. So let's take a look. Like I said, 2/5 is smaller than 1. That means it's just a piece of 3/4, so our answer is going to be less than 3/4. And if we actually multiply it out and simplify it, we end up with 3/10, which is less than 3/4. 1 times 3/4 is exactly 3/4. Something larger than 1 is going to be greater than 3/4. If we multiply it out by turning this into a fraction and multiplying, we end up with something greater than 3/4. Look it over here. So all of these have 2.5 in them. So we're multiplying by something equal to 1. So is our answer going to be less than, greater than, or equal to 2.5? 1 times 2.5 is exactly 2.5. Over here, our number is greater than 1. So our answer is going to be greater than 2.5. If we actually multiply this out, we get 6 2/3. As you can see, that is greater than 2.5. 7/8 is smaller than 1. So our product, our answer, is also going to end up being smaller than 2.5. If we turn this into a fraction and do our multiplying, yeah, it's still 2 3/16, but 2 3/16 is less than 2.5. Okay, let's try a few more, and then you're going to do this on your own. So these 3 problems, we're going to be determining if our answer is going to be less than, greater than, or equal to 5. So first of all, we're multiplying by something larger than 1. So is our product or our answer going to be larger, smaller, or equal to 5? Since this is larger than 1, our answer is going to be larger than 5. Here we have something smaller than 1, less than 1. So our answer is going to be, whoops, forgot to show you, give the proof over there. Sorry about that. So over here, our answer is going to be less than 5. A piece or a fraction of 5 is 4.5. Here we have something equal to 1. 1 times 5 is exactly 5. So I have basically the same thing for you to do here. You could look at this as problem 1, problem 2, problem 3, but you'll notice I've done the same thing as the previous page. So I have 3 in each problem. You're deciding if the product of this multiplication problem, is it going to be greater than, less than, or equal to 3? Here we have a fraction times 3. Is it going to be greater than, less than, or equal to 3? 4 over 4 equals 1. 1 times 3. What is that going to equal? Will it be greater than, less than, or equal to 3? So you've got your greater than, less than, or equal signs here, and then you're going to give me the actual answer here. All right, I will see you soon.